What advice would you give to managers, or so it could be a recruitment agency and or a hiring manager, to get a really accurate understanding of the position?
Well, I think start with the end. In other words, ask yourself the question, what does success look like for the person who's doing this job? And work backwards from there. Ultimately, the person will succeed or fail based on whether they're actually accomplishing the outcomes that the job is designed to produce. Is quite frankly, I don't know whether there's a high percentage of hiring managers who actually know what high performance looks like. Like realistically, I think they know,
Yeah.
but they actually don't. And that is sort of a problem, because it's easy to talk about the concept of hiring a high performer. It's much more difficult to do the work to unpack a job and unpack an incumbent's performance to really understand the behaviors that underpin high performance. And neuroscience tells us that our brain craves certainty. So people doing jobs want to know whether they're doing the job successfully or not. And if they don't know, then that's confusing, and that's certainly going to puncture productivity. So starting there is a very useful place to start for all hiring managers.
Yeah, I like how you come back to the issue of what an individual needs, and this issue of uncertainty versus certainty.
Mm.
And the more certainty somebody has, the lower their levels of anxiety, and
Yes.
which is then feeds into the mental health equation. So it's a very important consideration.
Here's what a hiring manager needs to consider. If you get hiring wrong in terms of you define the job incorrectly or you recruit incorrectly, you are inevitably going to have hours and hours and tens, potentially hundreds of hours soaked up in dealing with underperformance. So isn't it better to invest 2 or 3 hours before you do anything else in accurately thinking through the job before you actually take action? And far too many hiring managers just want to take action. Oh, let's just get a job ad up. Let's source candidates. Let's get interviews going, without having carefully thought through the job. And I think that's a very common mistake. And frankly, it's a mistake that's easy to rectify.